Welcome to my magic guide. Most of the information on magic can be found by clicking on the magic icon where your stats are located. Magic is probably most famous for its use in PvP, but there are some other abilities that magic can be useful for. Probably the most common use for magic is teleporting. This allows you to go to various towns very quickly and teleport throughout the world using magic, as long as you have the required runes to cast teleport and also the required level to cast the spell. Magic has many uses, not only teleportation and killing stuff. You can do various things on lunar and many things on normal magic. Ancient magics is pretty much just teleportation and damage spells though. But yeah, magic is definitely a skill worth having, and you should level it up, and I'll show you a few ways. My favorite way to level magic is Alching. You can do this at level 55, and the spell is called High Level Alchemy. This spell turns an item into gold. The reason why this is good is because you can get multiple numbers of the same item and note it and put it in this spot, then go to your spellbook, cast the spell on the item that will convert it into gold and send you back to your spellbook, and then you can cast it again, and if you had another item you could cast it again. You can keep doing it over and over and over, and you do lose some money doing this, but that also depends on what item you're alching. The items I suggest alching are yew longbows, magic longbows, and sapphire bracelets. Generally, if you make them, you save money, and if you buy them, you lose more money, but that also depends on if you buy the supplies or get the supplies yourself, and so on. So I won't really go into that, but if you are going to do alching for levels, I suggest alching yew longbows, magic longbows, or sapphire bracelets, just because you lose less money than alching other items. So yeah. Another good way to level magic is casting Firebolt, which you can do at level 35 on green dragons. Also, it helps to have Chaos Gauntlets, which increase the damage of Firebolt, and also other bolts. The reason why this is good is because the dragon bones and hides that you get from the green dragons usually pays for the bolts that you inflicted or casted on the dragon. So you can get free magic XP this way, and you can also sometimes make a little bit of money doing this. And another good thing about it is it also gives you hit point XP along with magic XP, which is always good. Some people also prefer to kill iron and steel dragons. The idea is pretty much the same. You attack the dragon and sell the loot to pay for the bolts that you casted on the dragon. So yeah, casting Firebolt on green dragons using Chaos Gauntlets is another one of my favorite methods of leveling magic. Another one of my favorite ways to level magic is using Humidify. Humidify fills everything in your inventory with water that can be filled with water. This requires an astral rune and 3 water runes and 1 fire rune, but I suggest buying a steam staff, which has fire and water combined. So the only rune you have to use is an astral rune. The reason why this spell is good is because you can buy unfilled veils, fill them with water, and then sell the water-filled veils for about the same price as a astral rune. So you don't lose that much money, maybe 5 GP per cast, and each cast is just as much XP as an Ouch. It is a little bit slower than Ouching, but you make or lose a little bit of money. Sometimes you can make like 1 GP, and sometimes you lose about 3 GP depending on the current prices. But it is a good way to level magic if you have the quests needed to cast the spell, and also if you have a Steam stat. Probably one of the more popular ways to level magic is in Fist of Guthics, or Fog as some call it. This is a mini-game in which, at a certain point of the game, you have to kill your opponent. Most choose to use magic in this minigame. The reason why is because they provide the runes for you, which is nice if you want to get some free magic XP, since the runes are free anyway. And casting the highest spell possible on your opponent can be a pretty good way to get XP. There are some problems with this minigame. I won't explain them here, but you should try Fist of Guthics, especially if you're a non-member. You can also make money doing this, using the coins from the game to buy certain pieces of armor and so on. Many like to do barrows using magic, and it's a pretty good way to get XP. The reason why most people like to use magic on barrows is because it's faster than melee or range, and also the rewards from barrows often pay for your runes, which make it nice. So I guess it's another way to make money using magic, or at least paying for your runes. Another way people level magic is teleporting. Generally what people do is buy a bunch of law runes and use an air staff and teleport to Camelot. They just keep casting the teleport spell. It's a pretty good way to get magic XP, but costs quite a bit of money for what you get out of it. The next method of leveling is very expensive and does require higher levels of magic. You need at least 70 magic to do this, either Ice Burst or Ice Barrage. You also need prayer pots and some sharks, and of course the runes to cast the spells. I suggest an ancient staff so you don't have to keep clicking. I'm gonna fast forward it, but watch closely how I get there. Head to the northwest portal and put on Protect from melee. Once here, attack some of the mummies. What you are trying to do is box up the mummies. The best would be a 3x3 square, but I'm just going to show you real quick what it looks like. Once you got the mummies in a square, blast the mummy that hits the most people, and you start doing damage to multiple mummies. This is really good magic XP, probably the fastest in the game. You can also come here with Chinchompas for range, but using this, it gives you good magic XP and hit points XP. Also, these mummies can drop ancient staffs. I don't know if you have to do the quest to receive them as a drop, but if you have ancient magics and you want to get magic up really fast, bursting or barraging at the mummies is really good XP, but it is really expensive. And yeah, hopefully this video helped you in some way. These are just the ways that I level mage. There's probably thousands of ways to level mage. These are just the ones I like to use. And yeah, so thanks for watching, and subscribe if you like, and see you later.